Well, it's really unfortunate that I have to make this video, but day in, day out, over the last several years, I've heard people talk about how they've been defrauded by credit repair companies and been cheated out of their money. And for me, this is unacceptable. This should not happen to anybody. And hopefully this video, if you're one of those people that have been defrauded in the past by a credit repair company, can help with you getting your monies back. So let's start with how do you go about, number one, finding out if the credit repair company has done something illegal, and then figuring out how do you go about getting your money. So the first thing you want to see is if there are any major violations committed. So number one, a credit repair company cannot do credit repair unless it's got the proper licensing or registration. Every state has its own requirements. So for instance, in California, a credit repair company needs to be registered with the Department of Justice in order to do any kind of credit repair work. So if a credit repair company is not registered with the Department of Justice in California, it is illegal for them to charge you anything, leave alone repair your credit. Number two, you want to make sure that they didn't charge you a high upfront fee. So for instance, in California, credit repair companies can, at best, can only charge a very, very small setup fee, if that, and the rest has to be based on results that they produce. They cannot go ahead and just charge you for the work that they've done. They have to charge you based on results. So if you come across a situation where you spend money with a credit repair company and they've produced no results, or they charge a large upfront fee, that is a violation as well. Now you know what violations to look for, and the bottom line is that if you paid somebody money and they didn't produce results, that's good enough for you to go ahead and file a complaint with the regulatory agencies. Which are those regulatory agencies? The first one is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Consumerfinance.gov, that's where you go, you state what happened, meaning that, hey, I spent X amount of money with a credit repair company and they didn't do anything, or they're charging me an upfront fee, or they were not registered in my state to do business. And in your desired outcome, you put in, I'm looking for a full refund of the monies that I spent. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, aka the CFPB, will go ahead and track down this company and forward them this complaint and try to get your money back. If the CFPB is not able to help, then you could actually go to your state's Attorney General's office. So for instance, if you're in a state like California, you would Google Department of Justice, Attorney General's Office of California. When you go to that website, there will be a complaint portal that comes in for consumer complaints. Simply state what has happened, simply state your desired outcome, that you want your monies refunded, and the state attorney general's office will go ahead and reach out to that company, try to track them down and get your money back for you. So this is how you file regulatory complaints. And if none of these work, then you could take to the social media review systems like the BBB or Yelp. I'd say start with Yelp for that matter of fact. Put in a review, say what happened, and if this company cares about their reputation, they're going to reach out through Yelp and say, hey, one of our managers is going to try to reach out to you and try to resolve this matter. And you could do the same by going to the Better Business Bureau at bbb.org, and they have a similar complaint process involved. Yes, these are not as effective as getting the government regulatory agencies on somebody's back, but nonetheless, these are all tools that you could use. Now, my ask is that if you've been defrauded by a company who owes you money, you go ahead and use these tools and try to get your money back. For me, that is just fair, and that's what keeps this industry honest. So I hope this video was helpful, and I hope if you've been defrauded, you get your money back.